Hey guys, I'm Susie. I'm going to be doing this video specifically about empties. So empties videos are one of my favorite things to watch, and I especially love filming them. I just think it gives you a really good handle on what the person thought about a product. A lot of times you get reviews, you get first impressions, and you never really see how it plays out throughout the months of wearing it, trying it out with different products and things like that. So these videos really get to the core of how these products really perform. I'll kind of go through a couple of reasons why I liked them, maybe why I didn't, why they're used up. And there's also been a lot of decluttering that I've been doing in my personal kind of collection. I've just been getting rid of things I don't use a lot, or I don't necessarily like, so I don't need a reason to keep it in my collection. So I'm going to talk about those as well. Alright, starting off, and there's really no particular order, it's just like a bag full of stuff, is wipes. Wipes are just constantly this like reusable thing that I do over and over. I usually kind of go through two types of wipes. So the first one are these kinds. These are just like up and up plain baby wipes. They really don't have any extra like properties in there to remove something other than it's just wet. So I like these to like remove lip swatches, or when I'm changing up my lip, or if I'm really quickly want to remove the makeup before I really deep clean. Sometimes I just go with the baby wipe. So I just used the up and up ones, and I had to get, and these are the sensitive skin ones, which is like actually a really good idea to do. I do need to go back and get some more, so these are great. Next wipe that I used up are these facial wipes from Bolero. These are actually, I think they're from Family Dollar. I talked about these in a past video, and I really like these specifically because they removed my makeup. The specific scent and formula is 124 Coconut Mango. It just smells so good. I really love the way it it's perfect. It's a really big cloth. Every once in a while though, it will get caught up if I don't remove my mascara. It will get kind of grip onto that, and then the little cotton bits will attach to that. So that's the only reason I don't like certain wipes, and this one does that. But other than that, they work really well. They're super inexpensive. I had, I think, 4 different packs of these, and I've already gone through all of them. I just use one a day, and there are 30. I'm gonna have to go back and get some more of these because I really do like it. It's a really good price. All right, so these I kind of hate. So these are like the Burt's Bees facial cleansing towelettes for normal to dry skin in cucumber and sage kind of extracts. Okay, so they were on sale in the Target section, like in that little tiny section where they have just things that are not open, not touched, brand new for sale and clearance, and these were like on sale for like $1.90 something, and there were only 10. So I was like, oh, let me just load up because I needed, you know, facial wipes are facial wipes. No, these like smell so potent in a way that's very like my husband can go like, oh, what's that smell? Oh, what's that smell like? And I'm like, yeah, right? It smells really strong. And I didn't love the scent. And on top of that, there were times where I would wet my face and I feel like I scraped my face off for some reason. Like it was very sensitive to the touch. And like sometimes my face felt a little irritated. It almost felt the way Neutrogena wipes feel for some people. If you have sensitive skin or even just like regular skin, Neutrogena wipes can be very saturated and strong, and the formula can sometimes irritate the area around your eyes. This kind of felt that way, so I will not be buying these again. But that was just one of my purchases that it was like super clearancy, and I bought them. Next time I won't. Alright, so these are the Kiss lashes. These are little clusters, and they have several of these. I really like the regular versions. I like the extra small to short, extra small to small, or extra short to short lashes where they have like different lanes, and I like these to kind of like put on clients, and I also like them for myself. But these were like the more dramatic versions, and what I absolutely just did not like about these is just the color. They were just very thick, and they looked so black where you really had to make sure it was a dramatic look, otherwise it looks so fake where it's hard to blend. And the other thing too is that the ends of the lashes were very blunt, so there was very it just looked very fake. I know it's a fake lash, but it looked so fake, so it was really hard to disguise, and they were hard to work with. They have a very like high shine to them too. So these specific like dramatic ones, I don't know what they were called, but I had 2 packets of them, and I always tried to use them, and I just could not make them work. The band of them were really black too, so it wasn't like that gapped band the way the other ones are. So I did not like these at all. I will never be buying these again. And you know, I'm the kind of person where I'll make something work. If it didn't work in my kit, I'll bring it in my own personal collection and then try to make it work. But these, I just never liked them. Next thing I'm getting rid of, and I actually used up, is the Make It Last setting spray from Milani. I really love this setting spray. I just think it's the best setting spray. I think the nozzle is amazing. I love the container of it. What I like is that it just makes your face kind of like melt together. A lot of times when you have foundation powder or highlight powder or blush powder, it can look like powder on your face. So that's why I like to kind of do one of these throughout the skin at the end of it to kind of settle it and mesh it all together. Does it make your makeup last forever and ever? I don't really know. I honestly just don't think that that's a thing unless you're using like hairspray on your face. It's just like not something that for me, I can tell the difference. Usually that's my primers and my powders that do that, not setting sprays. But I really just love the way this makes my skin look after I do my foundation and all my powders. And I just need like a little bit more of like a skin-like finish. So I have a backup already. I may have to get another backup because I just love the formula and it's just amazing. All right, this is actually a very, very cool product. It was kind of new to me within the last like several months. And it's called the Big Sexy Hair, the powder play. There's two versions. I saw this at Ulta, you know, at the end aisle, like where, you know, where you buy the little travel size versions of everything. So I saw it there and I was like, oh, let me try it. I've always seen hairstylists, whenever I do weddings, I always see them kind of put a little powder in their hair before they tease. But like, I'm in the middle of doing my makeup, so I can't really ask them questions. But this was very much like that, except the thing I like about this is that it actually comes with a pump. Oh, there's a little left. So what you do is you kind of split your hair and you add some of that there. It adds like this, almost this like wet grit to your hair, and it makes it just look gritty. It adds volume to your hair. The nozzle makes it really easy to distribute it all the way. Sometimes the little pory ones just aren't, they're trickier to use on yourself. Yeah, so this one's already done, but I really like it. It's not, I would say it's like around $14, so it's not like super, super inexpensive, but like the light one is the way to go. I think it's just a little bit of a not so heavy texture. The other one is just a little too strong for me and I'm not that well versed in how to use it. I just think the light one is just a little bit more user friendly. Way back in the day, I used to get sent a ton of stuff like from Morphe, Milani, Jordana, NYX, and like a hair company. I can't remember, it was like Bedhead. So anyways, I don't really like promote like, ooh, look what I got, and that's probably the reason why I don't really get that stuff anymore. When I did get that big package from Milani, they sent me their entire nail polish collection, and this was like their new nail polishes. So anyways, from that they sent, you know, one of these, which was a top coat, and it's a quick dry top coat. First of all, their nail polishes are really, really good. Like, they're very opaque, they're very true, like to one swipe. They're kind of one of my favorite formulas. But what I loved the most was this top coat. This top coat works with every nail polish. It was a very quick drying one, and I liked that it almost left like a gel nail finish. Like, I like a very thick top coat. I like it to lay it on thick, but the problem with that is that it takes forever to dry. And this one didn't. It was quick, it was thick, and then it looked really, really glossy. I purchased like 4 of these myself after I've already gone through those. It's a really, really good alternative to some of those more expensive ones that you have to buy at Sally's. These you can just get at Walgreens or CVS, and it's really good. All right, the next thing I'm using, I've used up, and it's completely I just stopped using it, was the Mario Badescu drying lotion. This is that little thing where it has like powder in the bottom, but it's like a formula, and you dip a cotton pad and you do it on there. I'm not sure if it really works. I think for me it was more about like the process of cleaning my face in order to use this properly. That's what worked. But doing this by itself, I don't really necessarily think it worked amazingly. I think what it did do was it would dry out those pimples. It was a good run. So anyways, I don't think I'm gonna buy this again, but I think it's worth a try if you've never used it. Next thing was this Tarte Maracuja oil. I'm not a fan of oils. I don't know if I have the right one for my skin type, or I'm not using it correctly, or what, but this is just, it smells like cooking oil. Oh yeah, it smells like vegetable oil. So that's gross. I'm gonna finally throwing this away. I've definitely talked about this foundation, and it's called the Sonia Kashuk Soft Focus Satin Matte Foundation. Here's my deal with this foundation. So I like it in the summertime, but in the summertime I'm usually too dark for this one. The next one up is just not the right tone. So when I'm using this in the winter time, it's too dark, and on top of that, it doesn't feel good on my skin because it's a little bit too dry. It's very important to find a foundation that's right for your skin color and tone, as well as your skin type during that season. So there's some foundations where work amazing in the summertime because of their tone, but I actually don't like the texture or the finish. Does that make sense? So anyways, there's seasons for different foundations, and I just never found like this was the perfect one for either season. So I just thought, you know what, let me just relieve it from my collection. Every once in a while I would find myself kind of like, it would like itch my skin, and there's some foundations that do that and I don't know why. This was one of them where every time I would wear it, I'm like, is my skin itchy? And I didn't know exactly, but I always thought it was just like my skin's acting out that week, but it was always this foundation. I do have an entire review about this foundation. I think I really did like it. I'm just no longer going to keep a foundation in my collection just for the sake of having it. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm pretty sure they discontinued that entire line. That entire collection at Target was completely on clearance, so they were getting rid of all that soya caching stuff, so maybe it's for a reason, I don't know. Next foundation I'm getting rid of is the number 7 Stay Perfect foundation. I really wanted to like this, and you guys, I really try with a kind of natural finish foundation. I liked it. Again, this is the wrong texture and the wrong color for the wrong season. So I would like this in the winter time, but it's much too dark for me in the winter time. And then I don't really want to go out and get another color because it's not necessarily one that I have to have every color in. So this was great in the summertime, but it made me too oily. So I liked it for that reason. It was just the wrong season. If this was the right complexion for winter time, I would keep it and just use it all winter, but it just wasn't, and I'm not gonna go out and get another one if I already know. I like my Pro Glow from L'Oreal, I like my Wet n Wild one, I like even the CoverGirl Elixir one, like those I like, but I don't need to get another one of these. It was just too expensive too. The next foundation I'm getting rid of, I know, it was a whole declutter season for me, is the Conceal and Perfect Milani 2-in-1 foundation. This is kind of the same deal as those other two, where it was the right color for summer, but the texture was wrong for summer. It just didn't stay on all day long. It's very beautiful. It looks really perfect on. It lays really like full coverage, and there's nothing you can see underneath the skin, but in terms of longevity, which is what I personally love and need from a foundation, it didn't have that. And then also the color and the tones were just so off. There were some that were really beautiful for olive skin tones, but then the vast majority of them were very neutral or pink. So like there's no point of making it work if it just doesn't work. So I'm getting rid of this. I don't know if you guys have ever done this, like this kind of decluttering, it makes your life so much happier, so try it. So yeah, this one I'm getting rid of. I'm not going to use it anymore. This I'm only getting rid of because it was kind of just too old. It's the highlighting pen. I did an entire video on how this one compares to my MAC highlighting like clicker that looks just like this, but it's all black. And they're so comparable. The only reason I'm getting rid of this is that I've had it for too long and it's kind of getting gross. So I might get another one, but this one that I got was in the color a happy medium, and it was very comparable to the MAC Bright Forecast. They were very similar in color. I really liked it, but yeah, when I started to use it more recently, I had it sitting too long and it kind of grossed me out. It had a lot of oil in there, so I might buy it again, I'm not sure. We'll see. I don't really need it though right now. Next is this eyeliner pen. I talked about this in my decluttering of eye products and eyeliners, I think it was. This was on there. It's just a NYX Très Jolie eye gel pencil. It's so much, there's so much hype around this specific pen that it does not live to its potential. Not even that, it just doesn't even live up to just having a space in your collection. It's not creamy, it doesn't stay creamy. You have to resharpen it a lot because the gel tends to harden if you don't use it every single day. And the other thing is that it just didn't stay on my waterline that well. It's okay as a base, I guess, but I have other stuff for that. It was just the kind of product that I just never used, and it was wasting space in my collection, so I'm just gonna get rid of it, and I'm not gonna miss it at all. So yeah, goodbye. There's a lot of good NYX eyeliners, but this is not one of them. There were two lip products that I felt very passionately about, and I loved them for a long time. I just have had these for a long time, and it was kind of like I've had it for too long where I really needed to get rid of them. That was the Lilac L'Oreal kind of like sticks. I like the texture of them a lot. They're very creamy. What I was finding more and more is that I like a matte texture on my lips. I like the longevity of it. I like the way it feels. I really hate when my hair gets caught on my lips. These did that. They're really, really beautiful every day. I used to actually like these a lot when I had my full-time job, which is years ago at this point now. That's why I want to get rid of them. I used to like them a lot when I was working a 9-to-5 job where there was no wind, I wasn't running around. I had a very consistent schedule. These worked really well. They're the colors Lackey Charm and Chocolate. They're so pretty. I really love them both, but I think it's time for me to get rid of these. The next products I was getting rid of that I didn't really go through, but I had them for too long. They don't even sell these at NYX anymore. These are the NYX Extreme Shine Lip Creams. Even at Nordstrom Rack, they don't have them anymore. So I was like, you know what? It's probably time I get rid of these. But these I really loved. Again, the textures are very similar to the other ones that I was just talking about from L'Oreal. They're very sticky, creamy. They'll get stuck in your hair, things like that. I liked it for a look on Instagram, but that's it. The color I got was in Skin Tone and Buttery Nude. These were really good. I have a whole video on my favorite nudes and these were in them. It's such an old product that's been in my collection for years now. It's time to get rid of them. I just found my brown lip liner from NYX. I really love this one. Alright, the next product is this. I think it was actually a birthday gift from Ulta. No, from Sephora. It was like a NARS lip pencil thing. Yeah, there's no more left. I liked it a lot. It was cute. I don't even know what the color is. The next one, this is like my holy grail type of status product, and I think I've moved on from this kind of texture. Again, it's like a shiny, thick lip gloss, high pigment type of product. This is called Honey, and it was just like a chubby lip pencil. I like the color of this, very, very pink, but I've had it for too long. Oh damn, it's pretty. See, I like it. I just need a... I've had it for too long. You know how you like start thinking about how long you've had a product and it starts to gross you out? That's what happened with this. Yeah, this was from Revlon. I really liked it at the time, but I think it's time to say goodbye. And the last product is this. This is the Maybelline Lip Elixir in the color Nude Illusion. I use this a ton in a ton of my videos, and I liked the way it looked. I liked the way it looked by itself, but I loved especially how it looked on top of lipsticks. But it's time for me to get rid of this. I've had this for almost 2 years. Alright guys, that's all my favorites. As you guys saw, there were just a lot of products I needed to remove from my collection because they were just getting old. And then there was some stuff that I just didn't love anymore that I needed to remove from my collection and no longer pay any mind to, because it just makes my life and my mind just a little bit more clear and balanced. I encourage you guys all to kind of go through your collection and declutter things, get rid of things that doesn't make you excited about makeup anymore. I swear, it feels so good after you do that. If you guys like this Empties video and you want to see more, click the thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. Alright, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!